Okay. When she was 16, our first guest was songwriting. She was a songwriting prodigy. She rose to fame producing songs like Lost in Your Eyes, Shake Your Love, Electric Youth, and Only in My Dreams.
Now, 39 years later, Debbie Gibson still holds the record as the youngest female artist to write, produce, and perform a #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Her new memoir, Eternally Electric, which comes out today, is full of life lessons, and we can't wait to get into it. So please welcome the one and only Debbie Gibson to the show.
Not
everybody gets an applause like this when they come on the show.
Hi, girls.
How are you? Thanks
Hi,
to
sweet
Mary. I'm a hugger.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We have coffee everywhere. We have you saw me making this thing. I mean, look at all these people that showed up.
Hi, everybody. I mean,
Can you, people probably don't ask you this, can you scooch over? Because I want to make sure you get your
I
single
can
shot
scooch.
perfectly.
Yeah.
I can scoot.
Because that's your single.
Also, we want to make sure that the book is fully
Prominently.
displayed.
By the way, this is my
Congratulations.
first interview on publishing day.
I love it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
I've been doing all this press for weeks. It feels like it's out, but today is a day. I'm going on social media and people are like, I've been listening to the audiobook all night, or I'm on my run listening, or
Yeah.
I've been reading the Kindle, and it's like, my secrets are all out.
How do you sign audiobooks there, though? What do you just sign the phone
that's
for
a good
them?
question.
Helps you a little bit.
Exactly.
Tell people to just send you screenshots and then you'll repost. Not me being your social media
By the way,
manager.
I do that all day long. Like, I do my own stuff, so.
Oh, wow.
You do your own social media?
Yes.
No.
No, and
Debbie
it is-
Gibson, we can
listen.
hire some.
No, but the reason why I think people love certain people's social media, and I have a great connection with my audience, is because they know, you guys know I'm doing it.
That's
like,
it.
Right.
I'm literally one eye open, like, what hashtag, who's at, I'm detectiving. It's like, it's a lot, but it's fun too.
That's because
It's
you're a New Yorker.
creative.
We're authentic,
Yeah,
right?
you just
We
get it
appreciate
done,
that authenticity.
And you get it done, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Then how do you
Thank
do, because for every 10 people who love you, there's got to be 5 that are like, oh, please. Do you just ignore them?
You know,
Or
I
no one
have,
hates
like,
Debbie Gibson?
Nope, but I have like 99.9% positivity on my social media feeds. And when there's that one, they stand out so much, and then like everybody attacks.
All the fans are like,
They go-
Don't you say that about our girl. Now, if it's an opinion, I usually am like, amazing. Keep opinions coming. May
love
not
it.
agree, whatever, but you know, I talk back a little bit.
All right. So your
To the
book here
0.1 person, 0.1% of the people.
oh my God.
is you got a lot of life lessons in the book.
Yeah.
What are some of the most important lessons that you've shared or learned along the way?
I mean, really, like being able to pivot. I say I'm like the queen of the pivot because, and by the way, this is not just in showbiz. I think this is in everyone's life. Like you expect things to go a certain way, inadvertently, it does not.
To the
And-
shock of everyone, right? Oh my
Right,
God,
and you
right.
just have to be willing to, like, you know, kind of find a new outlet if, like, you know, something's not going your way. For me, you know, I talk a lot about health challenges, financial challenges, all kinds of things. I mean, I think like tuning into your inner voice is that's an ongoing message that I've lived by because, especially in the health journey, I think a lot of people are going through health journeys out there. And there's so much information, and there are so many people with so many opinions, and you have to tune in to what works for you. Because if you feel it, you trust it, you believe it, chances are that's what's going to work.
Right.
You know, and being resilient.
Yeah.
You know, because I listen. The book is called Eternally Electric because I am not into people pinning perceptions that have to do with age. I didn't like that when I was 16 and I was being told I was too young to do things.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I don't like it for anyone out there being told they're too old to be doing things or they're counted out at a certain point, especially women. So there's definitely a message of agelessness in there.
I love that.
Do you know what's so funny? Some people, I'm 51, and people say, oh my gosh, you don't look 51. And I say, it's because I'm Puerto Rican. But, you know, or I'll say, I certainly don't act like I'm 51. And I'm trying to reframe that because how are we supposed to act
Right.
when we're in our 50s?
When I see myself in the mirror, I just see me. And when I see
Yeah.
my friends, like, I'm not pinning it. I'm not even thinking about age. I would just love for everyone to get to that point.
And so many times we go into our work office and we're somebody else than who we are with our families at home or our close friends. And it's like we wear those different masks, but finding that authentic self and bringing it out in all those environments is
well,
important.
and that's true. And that's like as a performer, I don't go on stage and have a different persona similarly. And I think that's what's brought me really, like, just brought me closer to my audience and them to me, because they know what you see is what you get. And when you go through, like, especially the health challenges, because I was very vocal about Lyme disease and, like, you know, it affected me vocally for a while too. And so I was like, well, I can either not perform, and because I want to sound like a certain way, right? Or a certain way that I used to or whatever. And now I'm back to sounding
evolving
better than ever for where I am. But I went through a time where it was a very vulnerable thing to be on stage. And I just said to the audience, I get emotional thinking about it. I go, you know, I had two choices tonight, to show up or to not show up. But I chose to show up with exactly who I was and where I was in the moment. And I learned people do not come to see performers to hear them hit high notes.
This is like a Nike ad right
They
here.
come to
What if you
commune.
don't do it, right? She went out there.
Right?
This is
You know what?
fantastic.
That's so true, because I was always so type A, and I let myself off the hook now, and that's my badge of honor more than like, look at me, I'm doing it. I'm like, you know what? If the note doesn't happen, or if I have to cancel something, or if like the world goes on, but you have to allow yourself grace and permission to not be perfect, because that gets a lot of people in trouble.
Yeah.
Sure does. Want to talk quickly about your mom?
Yes.
Who I know was so pivotal in your life,
Yes.
and she passed away. Our
Yes.
condolences.
Thank you so much.
How did she protect you or create a situation where you weren't the, oh, that happened to me as well?
Well, you're Puerto Rican, we're Sicilian. My mom just
Same church,
threw
different pew.
herself
Right
in
here.
front
That's
of the
right.
men that might have like
right, that's
propositioned me.
That's right.
I joke, but not.
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, I was up at the label, and by the way, the men were really great to me. Like, I did not have that, I didn't put off that energy either, like, from me, just because I was such as, like, I hadn't come into my own, like, you know, in that way. But at the same time, there were those moments where that could have become, like, they were like, you know, oh, Deb has to come to this party with us. And my mom's like, well, I'm going because she's a teenager and,
Right.
I'm her manager.
Right.
Right.
And they were, you know, they were like, oh, it would look better if she was with, and she was like, yeah, over my dead body.
Sicilian mothers. Quickly here, because we're running out of time. We're going to do a quick. You're a native New Yorker here, from Long Island, grew up on Long Island, born in Brooklyn.
It's a
That's me as
this or
well.
that.
This or that. Go ahead.
Oh, boy.
Broadway show or Madison Square Garden?
Oh my gosh.
Gotta pick.
I'm going Madison Square Garden.
I love it. Hot dog or New York pizza?
Pizza.
Brooklyn or Manhattan?
Oh God, this is hard.
Come on, you gotta
I'm gonna go
choose.
Brooklyn,
I love
baby.
it.
Brooklyn, baby.
And then bagel, schmear or butter?
Butter.
Scoop?
Lots of butter.
Scooped or unscooped?
Unscooped. If you're going for it, you're going for
I
it.
love it.
Debbie Gibson, thank you so much.
You guys have great
Congratulations
bagels
again
here,
on
by
new
the way.
book.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah,
Shout
I
out
know.
Essa Bagel there.
Pick up a copy of
take
Eternally
care of us.
Electric wherever books are sold. And if you are in New York City tonight, stop by the 92nd Street Y to hear Debbie discuss her new book with Rolling Stone's Rob
It's gonna be
Sheffield.
so much fun. I can't wait for that.
I-
There's some tickets left. Come join us.
Can you also take a nap before then?
I'm going to.
She doesn't need one.
No,
What
I
do you mean?
do.
Look at the
I'm a
energy on
napper.
this.
No, I'm a
Okay.
but I get my energy from napping. I promise you.
Her superpower.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
disco naps.
I love a disco nap.